All right, welcome to this lesson in the course. And in this lesson, we will be going over our development plan for the course project. All right, so we will be creating an airline ticketing system. We will call it ATW Airlines, which stands for Around the World Airlines. So this this application will be able to create one-way and round-trip flight plans for customers. It will also allow the customer to update and cancel their trips. So, how we will be doing this is we'll start off by creating a schema for the trips, the tickets, and the customers. We will do that using MySQL. So, a ticket will be, so basically, we'll have trips. And trips can have up to 2 tickets because we can have either a one-way or a round trip. So a trip will have up to 2 tickets. It will have a going to ticket and a coming back from, or yeah, it might be the other way around. It might be coming from and then going back to, or however we decide. So these schemas will help us make our tables for where we'll store our information. And then we also need, while we're there, we might as well create the schemas for the basic authentication. Spring has a certain way they want you to set up the tables, so you can use the out of the box Spring security implementation. So we will be doing that as well, all in one video. Now, to get to the Java, we will start up by creating 3 model classes using the MVC pattern. We will have a trip, a ticket, and a customer class. Then we'll set up 3 controllers, a trip controller, a ticket controller, and a customer controller. Then we will set up 3 service classes. A service class will just be in aid of the controller. So instead of having all of our logic in the controller, we will delegate that logic to the services. So you will see how that works once we get to it. It's basically, think of the service as an extension of a controller for right now at this moment. Last, we'll set up 3 repository classes. The repository classes will be our interface to the database. So I will explain all this as we go through. Also, we will, once we finish creating the simple API, we have to add security to it, and we will use those tables that we create in the database schema to hold our security information. And we will add Spring Security for basic authentication just by configuring a Spring Web Security bean. So we need one web security class, and that will allow us to have basic authentication. We will override, because when you add a security dependency, the starter security dependency to Spring Boot, it will automatically give you basic authentication, but we want to override their basic authentication and come up with our own scheme of how we want to authenticate our users. So we will be doing that, and that's it. That's the development plan. It's time to get our hands dirty. So I'll see you guys in the next video.